It was a wonderful contest. This was the first time since 1981 that they had an international Bible contest, and the first time ever that there was for adults. It was the first time ever that they had a Jewish international Bible contest. I had competed in the previous one in 1981, but then only 1/3 of the people in the contest were Jewish.
I first heard about this contest because I run the Bible contest for youth, the Chidon for youth in the United States, and through that I heard they were going to do a contest like that for adults, and I signed up. I didn't really expect to get very far in it. I didn't know that I was going to be able to necessarily leave my job for a week, and I didn't know that I would qualify. As it turned out, I ended up placing high enough in the exam that I was one of 3 Americans that they invited to Israel to participate. And during the last month or so since then, I put in a real effort to review whatever Tanakh I could. I didn't have that much time to study now, but thank God I spent so much time studying as a child when I was in the Chidon HaTanakh, the Bible contest for youth in America and then in Israel, that as I started to study now, a lot of information came back to me from then.
I saw the competition, the quiz advertised on the internet. I applied for it, and I took a little test in England, and I won the test, and I came here representing England.
The Tanakh is something that's very close to my heart. It's really something I spend most of my time every day doing. I love learning Torah in general. I also studied for rabbinic ordination, for Hasmacha L'Rabbanut, from both the Chief Rabbinate of Israel and Yeshiva University. So in general, I love to learn Torah. But the Tanakh especially, because it's the oldest of all the holy books that we have, it's particularly meaningful to me to feel like I'm studying about Judaism from its roots, from the book that God gave to the Jewish people through Moshe and through the prophets.
I love Tanakh. It's my hobby, and I've been interested in it since the early age of 6 and 7. I run the Chidon HaTanakh, the Bible quiz in England. I've been doing that for about 25 years. The competition was quite hard, but I knew some of the answers, but not all of them. So I got into the last 8, which was very exciting for me, and it was just a very exciting competition.
It was a wonderful experience. The contest was fantastic. It was very exciting, and I think there's a message here. The Chidon HaTanakh traditionally in Jerusalem comes every Yom HaAtzmaut, and it's for the young people, the teenagers. I think it's a wonderful thing. It should go on forever. The message is Tanakh learning is not just for the youth. It's for adults too. If you learn as a child, you should continue as an adult. If you're not fortunate enough to learn Tanakh as a child, you can start as an adult. Hopefully this Chidon will get people more interested in Tanakh. They'll want to learn more, and we'll all learn more Torah from it.
So the contest itself is very challenging, not just because you have to know a lot of information, but because it gets decided by a couple of moments where, in a minute, if you accidentally say the wrong thing or draw a blank on something, it can eliminate you, or it can make you a winner. And so there definitely was a lot of pressure for that. At the same time, I told someone earlier today, there's a phrase in Hebrew, Gilu Bir'ada. That's how I really felt, to rejoice and tremble at the same time. I was nervous that I might make a mistake, I might embarrass myself, but I was also excited. It's so exciting. In what other country do you see a whole theater or auditorium packed with people who want to see a Tanakh contest? And from the minute I came to Israel, at the passport control, the guard asked me why I'm entering Israel. I said I'm entering for the Chidon HaTanakh. He said, "Oh, Chidon HaTanakh," and he started to speak to me in biblical Hebrew. He said, "Ah, you speak Old Hebrew, right?" And said, "Vayisa ata," and I can't think of any other country in the world where that would happen.
My message to everybody, all Jews around the world, is to study Tanakh. That's our heritage, that's our history, that's our culture, and we should all study the Tanakh, and it'll make our lives much richer.